Hey, I wanted to talk about the current astrology. Well, this is April 8th, and I'll put this in between some videos that are going up throughout the week. It's kind of interesting the way I'm ending up doing these collages that will have one video wearing a certain shirt per week that I could have made that video on the same day. Anyway, the astrology that lines up with the sun, Mercury, Mars at 7 degrees Aries. See, I have a 6 degrees Aries, and this 7-degree Aries, I can't tell you how relieved I am to have this happen. See, I'm a Mars-ruled individual, and then Mars is actually resetting. It's akin to the analogy of like there's a big ship because we're experiencing the Pisces energy, and Pisces energy is very, I don't want to say horrible, but it has to do with weird energies of deception and being kind of just plunged into the depths of ocean that it's just so dark. And now you have control. That's what it has to do with the old control energies that perhaps religion, yes, and everything that comes out of that, say the deception starting 2026 years ago. Anyway, thanks for listening. So now see with Mars hitting 0 degrees Aries, let alone going 777 with Mercury and the Sun at the same time going cazimi there. It's very interesting. Right after my degree, right in the first house there, it's such a beautiful thing that I can feel because I'm navigating some pretty gnarly energies that has to do with. Now, this is not an isolated incident. I am humanity talking. This subject matter of narcissism. Yep, you love it, right? So anyway, see, Aries tends to have to deal with narcissists coming at they come at us because they admire our energy. And see, we are always being accused as being the toxic one, the narcissist, when it's not true. And see, this is what I feel is going to be able to happen. It's kind of happening already. Well, this is the 8th, and Mars will hit 0 degrees on the 9th tomorrow. And I'm just feeling like this precursor going on, really just a blessing of a string of events that are happening with people in my life, which is very little. And that's the thing I don't like, is that they don't understand. It's like, no, and now I'm being projected upon because they aren't really in my life. They're just popping in and out, and it's just trampling. And I say, you know what, stop, and I will do without whatever it is that you're doing that is actually manipulating, really, uh, taking advantage of, okay, so I'm asking for help, and I got to relearn how to put myself out there and say, you know what, I have something to offer. I need help with it. If you can reciprocate towards me, I can reciprocate towards you. Something that is healthy and makes sense. Not this shit that is like a pity party and then nobody knows who I am. And it's like, that's true. See, nobody knows who I am as of like 10 or 15 years ago because I've been alone so long. And I have stories to tell that nobody's even asking me, well, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? Like, why are you going to court? Why is it going to trial? Nothing. So I'm like going like this, sheep, people. And I hope that this is seen on Facebook because here I am putting it on YouTube and then I'm putting it on Facebook. And it's like, babes, I'm serious. I can take myself seriously if I want, okay? Nobody else is. I think I'm obliged. So I'm talking about the energy, and indeed, see, I speak for all of humanity. I can because I'm kind of involved with it. I don't have such the distraction as anything else, right? I'm just sitting here alone and I feel it for a profound reason. I mean, if we all look into it, if you live in Idlewild, which I'm not looking forward to. You people are the world condensed to me. Unfortunately, the world condensed is the condition of the human spirit rendered up by the non-human faction who's going, huh, who, me? Huh. And they turn it all around on you, and it's like, you people need to wake up, man. It's kind of the reason why we go up into the mountains, is to get away from the fake people, right? The people with no empathy. And that's precisely what narcissists are. See, now let's get back to what the Aries people have to deal with, like naturally. It's an energy. If you're an Aries, Hit like and subscribe and let me know. I mean, I know, see, it can render you up narcissistic yourself. I mean, everybody has these traits. The truth is, everybody has it, but some people have a permanent blackout that's going on, and they are looping. You can see that they're hard to work with. Their work, and especially not yours, doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere where you know it should go. And so I'm releasing some videos out that's talking about this work that maybe we should be doing. They did suggest it in the big school here on planet Earth, over the big microphones. Do essential work only. Pardon me. But narcissists don't do that. And I would love to talk about narcissists forever, but well, can I get paid for it? Because if you're relying on these people, this is common. If you're if you're really relying on them, right? Most likely they've turned you fucking codependent and they've stole your financing away, and now you're just like, I can't even make a fucking 2 peas in a pod grow. They hijack. And see, this is where we are now. I mean, I don't know if you know, but it's like a big wait a minute. Like, you just have to stay still for a minute here while the big boat turns itself around. And it's kind of doing this, I say, with the magnetism or the ambition of the sun. See, it's going to slowly, it's already kind of in mid-turn. It's right now, it's the 8th, and by the 9th, it's going to be fully turned, and then it takes time for it to get going back. It's like, not that it's going back, but what it's doing is it's resetting. It's kind of that, like Aries is known to do their pivots and say, no, because they are very much alive. And the way that it works is that when you find that the enemy is there, which is just people that are not aware and they're not really putting in the effort that you are, they're unaware of your presence there. They're not a real presence there. See, that's what we're dealing with, is the non-present present society. That's the narcissism. And then there's the I am, who says, hey man, I was on it. Now, see, we don't really expect you to be there, but then when you're so not there, it's like fucking, we get impatient. And so the Aries is very misunderstood as to why all of a sudden they snap, get angry, and they stay angry. Well, we're angry is because you people are wasting our time. Can I make it clear? Really, we like to move forward. We like to see results of something that, now, we are a fire sign. It's okay for the kids, man. They love it. They're inspired. Leo. They're inspired, and the Sagittarius takes deeper notes. How did we do that? And puts it in the library. That was amazing. A discovery of which, or a accomplishment, who knows? The Aries people are very versatile, very misunderstood. Very misunderstood. See, I'm talking about them because here we are. Happy birthday, Aries people. And we have a reset happening with so many planets in Aries. In fact, Neptune in Aries and Saturn. You cannot not feel the Aries fucking steam. Either burning you alive and making every part of your unrealness exposed, really. We're seeing it more and more that narcissism is exposed. This year is the year. See, last year was the year for them. It seems like that they were all doctoring up a spell for us all to just make us think that we were the problem. And that's classic. And I'm here to tell you that non-human faction out there, it's 92%. There's a percentage out of that, I'm not kidding, that are malignant, but there is outnumbering happening, and I am definitely outnumbered. But you see, that the thing is that the human being, the human occupation, the Aries, the I am all, who we tend to just stand on the truth. We think it's worth it to kind of go inward and outward with truth and handle and do things that are truth oriented. Not so much people, although we love to get on their level and find out, what are we doing? Hey, how's your experience? This is mine. And we're known for taking people on experiences. See, this needs to be known better, because this is the part of everybody that needs to be known. Take the bubble wrap off and dust it off and say, no, it's your first responder. It's what your nervous system is hooked into, especially if you're not born as an Aries, or you don't have a sun in Aries or a moon or Venus, you want to find out what house your Aries is falling into. And then you can find out where the Mars and all of these other planets conjunct are taking place in that one sign, that it's a place where you put like 110% passion and energy. It's a place where you just have a lot of energy there. It's like very reliable that you do excel there. It is very powerful. It's like the wellspring of which that you grab and start moving around your chart. But see, when we talk about these transits, like the Sun in Aries, Moon, Venus, and the rising. Your rising sign is your real sign, the time of day you were born. I'm the 6 Aries rising, and we are feeling it so heavy duty. And we need to start, like, I think we need to start a fucking um, a group, a support group, just for the early degree Aries, and then going through the decans, because it'll be 14 years that the Neptune will be experiencing going through Aries. But see, it won't be that Saturn is there all the time, and that all of these conjunctions, like this beginning, this wham bam man that's going on, that is involving eclipses also, that usually speaks at a prolonged thing. And I'm getting a very good sense of it. In fact, I am riding a wave that I'm here to tell all you people in my life that seem to be coming here because I was begging for help, because I am being attacked by people that are trying to take advantage of my energy. Oh, that's very real. No, they'll never admit it. And it's like, okay, so but how do we get away from it? Back to the possible support group. See, the thing is about Aries is that you can't support the leader. We're always ahead. We have all the energy. And it's like, well, how do you support the leader? How do you support the people that are trying to shake people off of them all the time and saying, no, I need to move forward here. And don't take it personally. I like being at the headwinds here. Um, and I reach back and say, hey, come on, especially if we've made it. A lot of times it's no try, babes. We're not trying. You just look into us. And it's like, whoa, what are you doing here? Usually we're doing what everybody wants to do. And it's daring, really actually doing it. See, with me on my land, very small, well, I have a head start, and I would love to share it with people, but I'm having, okay, so this is just the beginning of, like, how do I get out there and say, well, you communicate. And I'm doing it precisely the way that I need to in order to get what I need into me that is meant for me. What's not meant for me, and it's not meant for you either, is the matrix mentality. People that aren't really safe, so they're really concerned with safety, kind of like that, that can't really make things work because, who knows, maybe they're heavy duty in karma, and I don't mind that, but see, it's hard if they're not willing to, like, if they don't know that, babes, I am actually a transformational guru, and no, your life is going to change. All of our lives are going to change. My life is changing, so I want to have people around me that are going to hold me back with that. They're meant to be there because we're going to move forward with change. And I'm totally ready. I'm going for it. See, this is divine timing. We can't rip the skin off a snake, right? It must shed it slowly. And I say it happens through, of course, you better start communicating. And I'm around people, yes, hardly all, two making it to me. They don't communicate very well. Nope. And they're bound to turn it around on me, and I'll go non-contact, and I'll continue to stay here and say, no, these are possible toxic people, just non-self-reflecting. I don't want to say narcissists, but maybe. Everybody has it. Everybody has it. And see, when you go into survival mode, you tend to get these qualities. But some people have them forever, and that's the toxic kind. And I'm here to tell you that, oh my God, this is very serious, see, because I've been studying it. No, it's correlated with the shapeshifters. Reptilian mindset is very, I don't want to go through it here, but this is the way that what's going to happen. You have to do this. You have to communicate about it. You say, this is the traits. Like, basically, narcissism is this. They want control over other people. Really, it's just more like power. It's exude of control. It's not benevolence either. No way. And they have no empathy. That's why it hurts. They're hurtful people, and it's almost immediate that you'll get a gut feeling. You have to pull away from those people. That's the truth. See, there's like three main qualities you can say. No, they do things very kind of forcefully. Control, no empathy, so they don't give a fuck about your feelings. They want attention. They want supply. All it is attention. See, that's all we can do is see. That's the basics of it. That's how you can tell. Well, am I a fucking narcissist, sociopath, psycho, sadomasochist, or am I not? And it's like, well, figure. Can you do you work from the inside out, or is it from the outside in? You know, there's a way you can go get therapy and find out. There's a way you can take a test and find out. And a lot of people that are taking the tests, the answer is no. No, you're not. See, narcissists will not take the test. In fact, narcissists, I love saying this, they will not like this video. They don't like videos on narcissism. Now is the time you can see that they're blooming, that they have no interest in anything. They are outnumbering, by the way. See, some of them don't know their interest yet, maybe. Uh, here's the thing, babes. If it's genuine and you really have an interest, and then you find something real about it and you try to share it, down the rabbit hole you go. Now more than ever, because there isn't any more important subject matter than narcissism. Why? Why? Because it has to do with the quality of the relationships that you're having. And it's very known that narcissists have a life that is fake. It's taken up by the system. Oh, they do the educate. They're so into their education, which other people would say no. Uh, just because you have an education doesn't mean you're actually intelligent. What we're talking about, we already know that that's just gearing you up for the world to make a bunch of money, which up to date, not very. It's never been since 2026 years ago, according to Jesus, a very wise idea to run for money only. I mean, the saying goes, some people are so impoverished that all they can do is run for money. All they have is money. They don't have a creative life. They're not kind people. They're playing a game that is undermining and underhanding. They're desperate. Right underneath there, see, this is the way we can identify what's going on. Here's our mascot, by the way. And then, bam, you're dead. Whatever's left is my people. Yeah. Babes, we need that support group. And see, ARiEs does. We don't need support. You can't support a fucking fire. You can gather around it and say, I don't know. Is it out of control or is it in control? Babes, did you enjoy it? Go by feeling. Like, how did we make you feel? That's why you're coming back to us, and you're not even admitting it, and that's fucked up. Because you're treating us like shit. Speaking for a side of humanity that's very real. See, it's called deception, and you're being handled by people that are doing self-deception across the board. And see, it's possible, and this is true, that they're getting so miserable right now. Things are kind of just needing change, and they don't know that the change that's needed is to just become more and more real. And, well, it's a test for everybody, right? Yeah, Pluto in Aquarius, that's the call. It's like Pluto is the very real planet. It's ruled by Scorpio, and it's asking everybody to find out what foundation they're basing everything in. I mean, are they handling the truth, or are they just handling their egos? Is it just a narcissist there looking for attention, or are they actually interested in the subject matter that they're handling? Do they just need a babysitter, or do they have God there babysitting them in the form of their meditation? And when they find something, they share it with other people that is just, it's not a red herring. It's not bullshit. It's not even a vain attempt to pacify, say, like, to babysit or be there for the handicapped or anything. No, you can actually transform through people who are actually becoming on their way. And when they learn, they are able, see, narcissists aren't really learning. They're really not. It's interesting to see their take on things. They have their own narrative, especially in relationships, like your own life, right? The time that they would waste, it's a perfect waste of time with those people. See, I'm going on and on with it because this is our only hope. Like, if I'm going to really want to get help for, really, it's not help, but more like, can I assist you? with what I have. Maybe you need what I have, and I need what you have. And it needs to be based in respect. A lot of people now. I'm going to take another 20 minutes to fucking explain this. I don't know if you know this, but see, money is so weird. Money has people two-faced, right? Money. People think that because you throw money at me or somebody or whatever, that now you can treat them a certain way. That now you just know I'm entitled to this and that. And it's like, no. And anyway, sorry about this face and everything. I would love to go on and on 20 minutes about it, but I've made like 8,000 videos, almost more like 800, that kind of talks about that. And then in the middle of Epstein file starts to open up. Those people are doing money over there. That's what the big money is hooked into. And I didn't come up with it. It came to me, and I'm looking into it, and it's really difficult because I don't know. I just have to just to keep reminding you. Did you know that there's a possibility that you can get free money? You can become a free people, but you have to want it. See, narcissists are afraid of freedom. I mean, you get the feeling when they hear that word freedom, it makes them feel all shuddery inside. They don't like your freedom. No, they don't. They admire you. Now I'm getting back to the Aries people. See, this is the Aries side that experiences these people. See, we are confident people. We're not egos. We're eagles. It's different. The eagle just flies, and they're like, what the hell did that can fly? It's like, it's because they're an eagle. What are you? Well, they're a porcupine, and they don't like who they are. See, the eagle didn't say they didn't like the porcupine. We're just doing two different things. I can see you, and then you can see me. Now, what are you going to do? You're not going to be happy with yourself? See, the narcissist is not, deep down, there is such handicap going on. See, this is the only way, babes. This is the only way. And then we regroup through this. Through what? Through just saying, no, this is how they are. They're deep down, there's heavy duty insecurities. Now, we all have that, right? We can all be fucking hurt by people that take advantage of our vulnerability. And they see, a narcissist is apt to do this. They're bullies who they want to find your weakness. It's common. And then they pick on it. They do such horrible work, therefore, all across the board, because they don't seem to know how to get the peak up above the mediocre. They're always going for the status quo, and they want that attention, and just attention is nuts, so they don't know that it can be a lot better, that attention can turn into money the next day. If they do it right, but they don't. They don't do anything right. I'm sorry. So anyway, God, this is because you look at my life and you're like, yeah, Shauna, your life is not going too well either. It's like, yeah, because I have nobody and you don't either. I mean, if you do, you're expending a lot of resources. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I'm not ambitious for the same. I'm ambitious for, okay, so it's been a hell of a life for me, and I would love to tell you, you know what I mean? It's not the usual story. You'll never hear me say that the school is responsible for what I know, that a politician is now what's working for me, or that a religion is what I found. And although I have something to say that is similar, that says no, I do have a curriculum that I have been involved with. I feel like that I'm doing fine. I've had meaningful relationships, but see, I've had difficulty too. And you might be experiencing the same thing with, see how that Mercury is not going to go into Aries until later. And I guess it's just like this crescendo that happens where Mercury and Mars, I guess I should look at it with my book here, my glasses, and try to really wrap my head around what is going on here. That some people are directly involved. I know I am, and see, I'm having to stay away from people, everyone, and they'll take it personally only if they are not meant for me. Otherwise, I want people coming to me that are coming here for me. They're not coming here for me. They're coming here for their power trip, their ability to kick me around with very little resources, that it's like I'm in need, and it's like, no, whatever, you guys, this is so fucking difficult. But I think that after this conjunction that happens for a lot of people, and especially me, we're going to see, even though there's a ton of energy at a lot of people's disposal. Sorry, I can't find that book right now. Oh, there it is. Pardon me while I go get it, and I hope I do it right here. Pause. Unpause. It's going to turn, see, it's turning tables, and it's going to make it possible for people with all of the heat in the air and people lighting up like me who just says, no, stop, please, this is crazy. You people need fucking therapy a long time ago. And see, because they don't do it with their relationships, they don't catch, they it's hard to hold them accountable, right? And they're just sifting through people like crazy. Hit like and subscribe if you can hear me, especially if you live in Idlewild. I need real help here. Not help. See, babes, I'm somebody who sets an example. If you can get with me and just fucking have respect, let's do it. It's just time. And you don't know what I'm going through as far as the publicity and everything. I don't know. I'm not into it, not at all. No, we didn't expect any of this. But see, we don't expect any of it. Getting back to, okay, let's just talk about it, okay? Um, just the times that are enabling us to lift up. Humanity will be able to say, hell no, and then make it stick. And then let's start supporting each other, really. Really, I mean, okay, the Aries people, see, that I was trying to tell you, it's difficult for them because they don't do groupie. They don't want to be held back by the group. In fact, you people are admiring us, and why can't you admit it? Stop throwing us breadcrumbs and fucking rotten fruits. Do you even have time for yourselves, man? That's some of the complaint that we have. See, I was looking at how long is the complaint going to keep going? Like we're going to be handling the past coming back at us up until, and this is really weird timing, up until the 15th and the 16th. And see, okay, so what I understand is that Saturn, not the sun, sorry, it's Saturn, Mercury, and Mars are all going to hit conjunct in Aries at 7 degrees. Oh my God, now because it's Saturn, makes a lot more sense. Start supporting the people that brought you good energy in the right way. Communicate to them. Show appreciation for us now. Do it because this is timeline switch time. And yeah, I mean, some people are definitely, see the big boat turning and within us, so you can trust the Aries vibration is ready to heal. Healing has already taken place, and it's not already done. We're wrapping this up. We're addressing some things right now. We're saying, people from my past, no, there was a reason why you're in the past. I'm talking for all of humanity. Think about it. I mean, see, narcissists don't get it. They don't get it, and they think they can entitle themselves. They come back to fuck with you. Like, there was the unspoken before, and it's unspoken now. You need to get it up and out and say, no, this is exactly kind of what happened. You could say, I found it hard to work with you. Even your material never rose up out of the fray. And that was disappointing with me. After a while, I just had to drop it because you can waste your whole lifetime. Everything can fucking be wasted. And it was, and it is. And I say, now I have a different life. I have a trajectory that I'm going, and nobody's even asking questions about that. And I will start doing the right kind of communicating that, who knows? Okay, so I'm here talking for a lot of people that are probably up in the air about what's happening in their life. This is April 8th, and I'm probably going to put this near around the 14th or 13th because I'm sparsing out videos and kind of trippy. A lot of stuff I'm making sure I'm telling you the date because if you're in my personal life and you can remember, which I don't think any of these people remember anything. Narcissists do not have an accurate memory. You don't want to know what the fuck they think of you now, what they're holding in their head about you. Like, and all you have to do is get them, I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting personal, but you know, it just test it out when you get around people, especially if it's your romantic love. You're doing the one-on-one. See, it's not real for me because I'm completely isolated And then when other people do come around, which is very little, but when it does happen, it's like you can see how they are, and it's like, ooh, the reception thing again. It's like they're not real. They're very insecure, so insecure. It's like, what the fuck are you doing holding this person up because they can care less about holding you up? What I mean is like they're not going to be able to. They're throwing breadcrumbs at you. They don't even know that they're not doing what you need, and I just want to get away from that. Please help everybody. I would be willing to help whoever can actually hear me, see me, respect me here. I am not into people that have such karma that, okay, I can help them, but they're not there for that. Okay, so you're going to throw me enough money to shut the fuck up? I'm almost interested in hush money because that's all it is now. If you're making enough of the hush money yourself, let's do some hush business. And sure, you can live in my house for $2,600. You have to be willing to do the work. But I get a certain amount of money per month because I need it. This is how I will be making money. I don't need to get any other fucking job. It's a very easy life for me. I don't care about most of the world. It's really unfortunate because I actually offer that. I say, hey, this is a kind of a safe haven. I don't want illegal people here. No, I want people who have discarded enough. They got through enough, right? And maybe they're done raising their kids. Maybe they're more like a kid with their kids, and they're not exactly so unsafe about everything that they see that, no, we take care of ourselves here. And but see, I see a society that's extremely sick, and they're coming to me, and it's difficult. So if you're watching this, you don't have to send me money, but I don't need it. I guess I just don't. I'm gonna be doing without. If I need to. It's so difficult. See, now I'm requesting, if anybody's watching this, I would like to meet new people. New people that can just kind of get and just start talking into me. Say, what's up? And ask me questions because I am not getting that. And it's emotionally disturbing. These people aren't interested in anything but the attention that they can get. They're losing it in their arena over there, and then they're coming to me, and it's like, babe, if you want to heal, don't come here unless you want to heal. I don't appreciate it because I do work spontaneous, and you people are fighting me and fucking projecting on me, and it's a big, no more. Next.